How are you once again? This is Sir Olenjolain Mokotaya Single. Just simply call me Sir Olenjolain. I would like to welcome you. I'm a Tanzanian. I come from Tanzania, eastern of the African continent. I'm very happy to have you today. This is our national flag. If you have seen possibly that elsewhere, this is representing us as the valid citizens of the United Republic of Tanzania. And we would like to welcome any international or national viewer into our beautiful country and to enjoy all the resources and even the brilliant people who are living in our country. So I have a good news today concerning about our basic technicians, especially those who are pursuing our ordinary diploma in engineering courses and also in certificate courses. So possibly that maybe you are a national or international students. When I say national, possibly students who is the citizens of Tanzania, or international, it means that you are students who is not a citizen of Tanzania, or maybe you are a citizen of Tanzania, but right now you are living in other countries away from Tanzania. So we are very happy to be with you at this time, and we'd like to welcome you, take this moment to welcome you into one of our, this is not a contest for the best technicians. I'm sorry. These are the contest for ordinary secondary school students, middle schools. Excuse me once again. Okay, so Tanzania Online, so I would like to take this opportunity to welcome you in Tanzania Online Ordinary Secondary School in square bracket Olenjolain. And then simultaneously, because we are learning algebra as one of the chapter in Form 1, and I'm teaching mathematics, I would like to welcome you into one of our YouTube channel that's called Tanzania Online O-Level Circuit School in square bracket Olenjolain. This is the good news, our dear students, that we like to deliver it to you. So, what are we doing in Tanzania Online Ordinary Secondary School in square bracket Olenjolain? That's the very good questions, and you're expecting questions from millions of our students, of the present and future generation. That the good questions. Through that questions is actually asking the purpose for existence of Tanzania Online Ordinary Secondary School in square bracket Olenjolain. What will it contribute in Tanzania? What will it contribute in Uganda, in Kenya, in North America, possibly that in the United States of America? What will it contribute in Egypt, in South Africa? That the questions. What the purpose? Why is Tanzania Online Ordinary Secondary School in square bracket Olenjolain exist? That the good question. And according to the word of God at Proverbs 29 verse 18, that declare, where there is no vision, people perish. If I don't have any visions, if Tanzania Online Ordinary Secondary Schools does not have any visions, then we are going to perish. So because of that, we say that we should have a focus, and this is the vision that we have received from the owner of the idea. This idea does not belong to me. This is an idea I received it from God, who have created me in his image and likeness. He gave me this assignment to teach, to train, to incubate, to mentor, to lead, to motivate, and even to encourage some group of students who want to get knowledge or to extract knowledge from mathematics education that they get in classroom, formally or informal, and also from the science subjects, physics, chemistry, biology, and agriculture. They have to extract knowledge. I'm not talking about just the passing exams, that's just a small part of this vision, right? And combine the knowledge extracted from the classroom instructions, or maybe from the informal, private study, whatever, or maybe a qualifying test or whatever, that may be open schools, you're studying privately at home, so you are sitting exams regardless of which state. But we are going to teach you how you can extract knowledge from all your fundamental subjects in science and mathematics to combine with what? With the knowledge from the Word of God that's written in the Holy Bible, in order to solve real life problems. So this vision has 4 parts. The first part, first of all, we have to teach our students to love and master all the mathematics subjects and science subjects, means physics, chemistry, biology, and agriculture subjects. Again, we have to teach all our students to understand the secrets of the kingdoms of the kingdoms of heaven that have been revealed in the Bible, in the Holy Bible. And then we teach them the third part. We teach them to combine these two knowledge which just act like each other, which are repelling each other. But believe me, in Tanzania Online Ordinary Secondary School, we are going to teach you how you can make them like church. The knowledge from the classroom instructions, the knowledge from the Word of God, you combine it. And then, our main objective now, we combine these two knowledge in order to solve a real-life problem. Well, there are the different sizes of the real-life problems. There is the small-scale real-life problems, medium-scale real-life problems, large-scale real-life problems, and even extraordinary large-scale real-life problems. Okay? Do you understand? So that's the vision that we have. That's what you have to meditate. That's what you have to think. And that's what you have to expect in Tanzania Online Ordinary Secondary School. And remember that this is the program for the present and future generations, because, for instance, we are teaching mathematics. We are teaching mathematics today, which is universal. In Tanzania, we didn't discover any part of mathematics, any context of mathematics. We have received it from the Europeans, from the Americans, etc., Indians, and some of the Egyptians. That's all. But we have to learn it and apply it in our daily life, because in case we want to succeed as a nation, we have to understand mathematics. It's a compulsory subject. Okay, so we have so many departments in this online school. One of the departments is departments of basic mathematics. We have departments of physics. We have departments of chemistry. We have departments of kingdom of heaven. We have a department called the Praise the Lord, as Psalm 150 verse 1 through 6. We have a department of worship our God in spirit and truth, as John chapter 4 verse 19 through 26. I have a responsibility to take care on two parts of your life. I have to have a responsibility to take care on your spiritual life, and I have a responsibility to take care on your mind, in your soul. I have to take care of your soul. That's my responsibility. How about you? Okay, so we have so many departments, as I said. Today we are in departments of what? Basic mathematics. In that departments, we are teaching our students of ordinary secondary education to master the basic mathematics in 4 subjects. Basic mathematics from 1, basic mathematics from 2, basic mathematics from 3, basic mathematics from 4. And then the subject of the day is basic mathematics. Then the chapter, this is chapter 1, that's called relation. Okay, the subtopic is relations, because the topic of relations, due to the session 00, the general introductions of relations, I introduced it to you, the 4 subtopics of relations, and this is the first one, which is called relations. And then we have session 3. This is session 3, pictorial representations of relation, but will be coming after a quick review of session 2. And then these contents are dedicated for the Form 3 or for the class 11s. And I dedicate these contents to my beloved teacher, Madam Samet, who taught me just the last part of basic mathematics Form 3. But also I dedicate these contents to my O-level ordinary mathematics teacher, who is Dr. Ramazani Wambanguru, who is medical doctor like right now and is internal medicine specialist. So he taught me basic mathematics because he was in the next class after me. So he taught me basic mathematics for the Form 3. So I really appreciate his contribution, and may God bless him abundantly for what he has been doing in my mind, because he has been preparing a man who is going to take care for the millions of the Tanzania of the present and future generations. A man who have an assignment, who have a national assignment for the entire country. Again, these online schools providing the contents which are complementary to all the contents that ordinary secondary education students they used to get in their formal schools, right? So these contents may be referred in any ordinary secondary education, may be referred by any ordinary secondary education students in the entire country of Tanzania, in the entire continent of Africa, in the entire world, because mathematics is universal. So in the entire universe, they can refer this stuff. So again, before I go to the sessions, I just want to remind you some of the issues. We have a library, which we call the Library of Tanzania Online Ordinary Secondary School. So in this library, we would like to equip our students with equipment. This is equipment number 1, or tool number 1, weapon number 1. It's called the best mathematics syllabus for ordinary secondary educations from 1 through from 5. You can order this book. Just go to the description of this video. It's cheap. It's very important. I'm going to use that as a reference. Again, the second component or the second tool or the second weapon in our library means you can order this book, this syllabus book. You can order this book or it's a copy, and then you can ship in any regions of Tanzania. Just go to the description below. You'll see the links that will give you the two costs, the buying cost and the selling price, and even what is the shipping price. Again, this is tool number 2. This is the textbook called the Basic Mathematics, Secondary Basic Mathematics book series. I'm going to use this book intensively. So I recommend all my students to have this book, because even in the homeworks, I won't write questions because I want you to use this book in order to learn on how you can combine the lectures or just the oral teaching and even just the reading teaching from the books. Again, you have the same weapons. This we call the ordinary level basic mathematics review, which comprises questions for the past papers of Certificate Secondary Education Examination Tanzania. So it is 2003 to 2019. This is just a collection of the questions from different basic mathematics books that will be accessible worldwide. Okay? So again, we have the first items that I didn't carry, which is the four-figure. Because if you will be dealing with this logarithmic function, we need a four-figure. If you will be dealing with radicals, we need a four-figure. If we will be dealing with just geometrical functions, sine, cosine, we need a four-figure. So I just forgot it, but we can find. And this is just a part of the books that we have in our library. Again, I know that many questions they're asking these questions about how they can get the notes. Again, just to go to the description below, currently we have our first version of the notes for ordinary secondary education, so you can access them in affordable price. This contest of teaching, we are offering our first free offering to God for the year, for 1 year, right? We could charge you so much amount of money. But again, in case you feel from your heart that you want to offer your free Thanksgiving, then so the stage offers with this telephone number 0759745331. I'm sorry that my voice box today is not good, but don't worry, you're gonna get everything. So now, allow Olenjolain. Olenjolain does not know everything about relation. I just know a small portion, but I'm ready to teach millions of the students what I know about relations. Now allow Sir Olenjolain to join you and join me right now inside the quick review of session 2, and then I'll take you into session 3 of pictorial presentation. So let us go to work right now. So the quick review, this session is titled as ways of showing what? Ways of showing relation. Ways of showing what relations. So basically we say first of all we define what is a relation, if you do remember. So we say relation is a relationship. Relation is what? Is a relationship between, this is the relationship between set of 40 ordered pair. I gave you 2 definitions. Set of ordered pairs. Okay? And then I taught you about ways of representing a relation. Right? A relation is denoted by the capital R, but bolded the capital R. So we say that I taught you how many ways? 4 ways. And today we are going to study one in detail, which is a little bit challenging. We have to master it before we go to the next subtopic. The first one, we say that we can represent relation by set of 40 ordered pairs. Set of ordered pairs. Say set of ordered pairs. And I gave you example. For example, if you have relations of 2, 0, then you have 3, 4, then you have 0, 2, maybe you have another set which is 1, 1. This is the set of 40 ordered pairs. This is the first way of presenting the relation. The second way, we say we can show a relation by using what? By using equation, right? If you do remember, equation. So equation, we have a very fantastic way of writing. So it's a relation, this is the curly bracket, right? Maybe that we can have our domains that may be x should be greater than 2, and then she said that y is equal to 2x, something like this one, depends. You can use inequalities or values or whatever that is. Or maybe you say that a set of x comma y, or here you can have a set of x comma y, such that y is equal to what? Twice x squared. Again, another method we say that we can show relations are the table of 40 of x and y components, right? We have the first row presenting, we find that the first row representing x values and the second row representing values of 40 of y. So that the same method. And the last method is the one that I'm teaching you, and I left your homework. I believe that you've done it. Send it in the comment section, please, so I can see and review your work. Pictorial representation, right? Pictorial representation. So this is the session 3. Say again, I'm ready to learn the beauty of pictorial representation. So let me teach you the beauty of pictorial representation. Okay, so let us begin with these fundamental questions of Sir Olenjolain. This is how I learn for informal. Remember that Sir Olenjolain is 75 informal graduate and 25 formal graduate. What I'm teaching you is the truths that I've collected myself on the hands, on the feet of Jesus, on the feet of my God who has been teaching me. And then 25 is what I've been taught at the school. So don't be discouraged with the school environments that you have. That is formal education. That's the physical education. I want to tell you that the good news. And the good news is that you can learn this stuff informally, privately, through internet, through different resources. But the good news now, the Tanzania Online Ordinary Secondary School is already at hand. You can access this content anytime and anywhere. You just need the electronic device and the internet. What is pictorial representation? That's a very important representation. Very important question. Well, there are so many definitions of this term, but I have found one of them which is interesting. Pictorial representation, we say that is a method that represents, so this is the method that represents, or present data or information, in form of symbols. We say symbols can be an arrow or oval circle symbols, or pictures. This is what you have to expect in pictorial representation of different objects, of set of different objects. This is the definitions of what pictorial representation is. The way of showing what relation. So you say the method that represents or presents data or information in form of 40 symbols or pictures. So this is all pictures, symbols or pictures of sets of 40 of different objects. That's all. That's what pictorial representation. Yeah. So do you want to tell me that at the end? No, we have to continue. Pictures of different objects are used to present different information. So such pictorial data are called pictographs. So we have against the terms we call pictoriograph. So pictoriographs, we say that are pictorial data. So these are pictorial data. These are the information which presented by using the pictorial data. So what the general form of, so let us, ladies and gentlemen, let me take you the general form of what? General form of pictorial representation. General form of pictorial representation. General form of pictorial presentation. So in pictorial presentation, basically we are going to have two sets, right? And this is the oval So this is the first state. Suppose that this is the set of what? This is the set A. We don't know possibly. This is set B. And then here we have element 1, element 2, element 3, element 4. Right? And then it's possible that here we have, let's say value 1, value 2, value 3. So to show relation, first of all, we use this symbol, and then to show that this set of A relates to this set of B. Right? So you find the set of B depends on set of A at the minute. So then here we have an arrow that this one V1 relating with V2, with A1 relating with V1, and also E3 possibly relating with V3, but also E4 is relating with certain V3. So this is how, this is what we call the pictorial. That's all. So pictorial representation is basically two oval pictures or figures, and then we need arrows, right? Then we need elements of the set. That's all. Okay? Okay, so let's say this is example 3, example 4. Okay, let's say that we'll be given a set of ordered pair in terms of yes, we'll be given the relations in form of ordered pair, and then we want to change it into the pictorial representation. So the question states that present what? Present a relation R. Present a relation R. Present a relation R in pictorial diagram below. In pictorial diagram below. Okay, below. Okay? So, with this pictorial diagram, we have this state, okay? So we have these two states. This is state of possibly that, no, excuse me. Present a relation R in the pictorial diagram. That's in pictorial diagram, does not belong, excuse me. Okay, so in these relations of R, it has two sets, and the set of A has 4 elements, A, B, C, D, and then we have again a set of B. This has also 4 elements, P, Q, R, S. So then we say solution. Have to present the given information. This is set of ordered pair. Have to present a piece of information in form of what? So you can review session 02 or session 2, session 1, you can review session 00 in the channel. So you can access there. Okay? So solution. So to show the pictorial presentation, we have the oval symbol. Oval symbol for what? The oval symbol of A. Then this is A, B, C, D. And then here we have again our oval symbol. And this is what? B. So here we have what? P, Q, R, S. Okay? So if you see this is 1 to 1, first of all, you have to say that set of B relating with set of what? Set of B. Set of A relating with set of B. Okay? So again, we can adjust this This is R. This is B. Or this is P. This is B. This is C. This is Q. Here it is A. Here it is Q. Here it is R. Here it is D. Okay, so AB. So that is all about 30 AB. So A, B, C, D. So P, Q, R, S. So these are the relations that we have. So because the question asks us to represent the relations in pictorial diagram, so this is the answer. Right? That's the answer for that question. Very simple question. That was example 4. Okay? The diagrams above shows that the elements of set of A are related to the elements of set of B as indicated by arrow. Diagram above. This, let's say it is figure what? 3.1. Okay? The diagram above shows that the diagrams above show that the elements of set of A, the element of set of A are related to the elements of 40 of set of B. As shown by arrows. Okay? You understand what am I teaching you? Please tell me in the comment section if you understand. So listen carefully. These are the elements of set of A, and these are the elements of set of B. These arrows show that there's a relationship. What the means of relationship? P means that the elements of set of B depends on the elements of set of A. So the means of relationship. Relationship means that they defend each other. Okay? So, if at the point now, we can find that there is a one-to-one relation between elements of set of A and elements of set of B. That's very important. But again, in some scenarios, we have also to limit our relations. We have to understand. Relations representing the physical scenarios. For example, if you want to show the relationship between children and fathers, then you have to be careful. Because, for instance, if you put that, let's say that you put a set of fathers on this side, right? Fathers on this side, and then you put a list of children on this side, it means the set of children on this side. And then remember that in case of the arrow, or just having arrow, it means that one father can have more than one children. But children cannot have more than one father. That's true, isn't it? So, isn't? Tell me in the comment section if it's possible for children to have two fathers. Mankind, they can say that these children has two fathers. But the mother of that kid, or the mother of that child, knows well who is a true father between the two. Okay, that's the biological secrets of psychological secrets. Okay, so it means that the diagram shows that the elements of set of A are related to the elements of set of B as shown by arrows. So these concepts again, we say that, in this case, we say that the elements of set of A are mapped onto set of B. So in this case, in which case? In this case where the elements of set of A are related to the elements of set of B. So in this case, elements of set of A are related to the elements of set of B. Okay? In this case, elements of set of A are related to the elements of set of B. Okay? So in this case, elements of set of A are related to the elements of set of B. Are mapped onto. So I repeated the same sentence. Excuse me. Are mapped onto what? Are mapped onto the set of B. Onto the set of what? Of B. Okay? Onto the set of B. So that is, in this case, elements of set of A are mapped onto the set of B. Are mapped. So we have mapped them. There's a meaning. We are going somewhere. Don't worry about where we're going. Later on we'll discover, just as we continue in session 4, session 5, session 6, we have discovered that what did we mean? Because I remember relations, the first topic that every Form 3 or Class 11 has to learn. And to myself, it was one of the challenging topics to understand because I didn't have enough resources and nobody who taught me, even my teacher, Ramadan, didn't teach me in detail so that I can understand. I had so many questions which I failed to get a right persons to answer those questions. So I learned this topic a hard way. But now, that's the story of more than 13 years ago. Now, this is a very simple topic for everybody, for me and for you. And I will simplify it as long as I can. So let's see again another example. This will be example 5, right? Example 5. Given a relation of two sets, A and B. Okay? A and B. Okay? A and B. So the elements as a set of ordered pair. The elements of set A are A, B, C, D, E. And you enjoy the beauty of what? Let's mathematics. Elements of set of B are just the P, Q, R. So then whereby set of A represents children. Children. This is the common questions which have been asked in the exam. Represent children. And the set of B represents what? Represents fathers. Represent fathers. Okay? Represent fathers. Plural. Remember, fathers and their children is plural. So then we have to be very careful when you want to say that representing. So now the question is, present a relation R in pictorial diagram. So once you find you meet with this kind of a question, you should not panic, you should not worry it out, you should not get surprised. You have just to tell it. Your questions are very simple, and you are my bread of my mind. I can solve you. Just within a few minutes, I'm going to solve you. So speak to it, and then it will obey you. Okay? So then we say that solution. So once we have this conditional relation, that this we have to remember, and even we have to remind ourselves about the truth. How do fathers relate with children? Right? So remember the principle I told you that it's possible for one father to have more than one children, but it's not possible in the past world, in the present world, and even the future world, for a child need to have more than one father. Every child, even myself, it means that I'm a product, or I'm a genetically make up by the sperm from only one father. How about you? Tell me in the comment section. How about you? Okay, so then if this is the case that we say that, okay, we have to be careful. So solution, we have to draw the set of A by using the oval shapes, right? Set of A by using the oval shape. And this is set of A. And then here we have what? A, B, C, D. Then we have what? Another set of B, right? Another set of 40, another set of B. So set of B, we have P, we have Q, we have R. So then we have to show the relations, so how to say relate, but we are not limited. We can show the way that we can think. But the good thing now, or the challenging things, how many elements do we have here? In set of A, we have 5 elements. In set of B, we have 3 elements. So this is a set of children, just to remind you, set of children. Do you have children? And this is what when you expect to have children, set of 40 of fathers. Are you a father? Okay. So then to relate this stuff, this you can find that this father P have a child called the A. And father P also have a child called the B. This is mathematical fathers and mathematical children. And then you find that father Q, possibly that he has only one child, C. And you find that father R has a child called D and another child called E. So we have already shown the relation. But we should not forget these kinds of notation, because this is what shows relation. Interesting. So those are the 2 examples, fundamental examples of pictorial representations of relations of the function. Right? I believe that you've enjoyed. So then let me solve more problems, because mathematics is all about solving. So allow me to present to you example 5. In this example 5 now, it can refer the example in the secondary basic mathematics book. So it begins with this sentence, so it starts with this sentence, given that X is an element of A, where A is equal to what? Where A is equal to -1, 0, 1, then 3. Okay? Draw the pictorial. Draw a pictorial representation. Draw a pictorial representation of the relation. Okay? Draw a pictorial representation of relation. Okay? Draw a pictorial representation of relation. Okay. So, with this concept right now, okay, with that concept that we have been given, that is given that X is an element of set of A. This is the mathematical symbol, means element. X is the elements of set of A, where A is equal to -1, 0, 1, 3. Draw a pictorial representation of the relation above. Okay? Of the relation. So, relation A of the relation. Draw a pictorial representation of the relation where R is given as what? X, then relating to what? To another set which is obtained as twice of X. So this is representing a relation by using mathematical equations, because also that's the function, by using mathematical equation. Then B, This is we have a relation where x or elements of the first state relating with the square of the elements of the second state. Okay? So I have to leave a question for you there. And then, yeah, okay, fine. So because this is I think that I have to start on challenging you. I think between A and B, which is difficult for you, I think it might be difficult. So this one should be your homework, and this is just a simple quiz. You can pause the video and try to show relations which have a set of -1, 0, 1 by using these equations, this mathematical equation. You can pause the video, but I think that let me do, because I know some of the students, this is the first time to meet with this concept. And I know if I don't teach you so many examples, it will be difficult for you to understand what are we saying in relation. Okay? So then we have A and B. So we say solution. Okay, solution. We'll be following steps. I'll be teaching you to solve this equation by following steps. The first step, we say that draw or sketch the table of 40 of table of A and its corresponding. So to draw or to sketch our table means that because this table is the one which will give us, suppose that this is B, right? So this is the one that which will give us elements of the second state, which is not known, but we've been given equations to find. So there we have what? So it is -1. So this is x, this is y, because this equation like this one in maths also will say that y is equal to x squared. So okay, so you have x. The first elements of x is -1. The second element is 0, right? So because I have a large space, so let me just put the 0 here. 0. The next element is 1. And then the last one is 3. Okay? Then we say that, okay, fine. So you have to, first of all, draw the table of AB, means that of part A, where we say x approaches to what, or x relating to twice x. So here we say that we have y, which is equal to twice x. Y is equal to twice x. So let me do the minor corrections because we have a very large space. Okay? So we have our table here of set A and set B, let's say, with their elements. So this is x, here you have y is equal to twice x, or x up relating to twice x. Here you have -1, here you have 0, here you have what, 1, is it 1? Yes, 1. Here you have what, 3. Then we have to substitute. So we have x approaches to 2x. So x is -1. If you substitute here, 2 times -1, the answer is -2. Answer is what? -2. Answer is -2. Then 0, if you substitute here, the answer is 0. Right? If you substitute 1 here, the answer is 2. If you substitute here, the answer is 6. So now we have elements for set of A, elements for set of B. So we can present the information pictorial. That's the second step. We just need to follow only 2 steps. Right? You have to burst song of praise and songs of joy once you find these questions in exam. So then secondly, we say that this is table 3.1. Then second, we say that we present the if data in table 3.1 above, okay, by using it, okay, above, okay, above. Okay, by using what? By using Pictorial. Okay, Pictorial. So we are going to have our two oval shapes, right? So these are the elements of set A, and here we have against another set, right? Which is unnamed, we can name as set of B. And then here we say, first of all, these two sets relates like this. And then we have what? -1, we have 0, we have 1, we have 3. Okay? And here we have what? -2, and then we have -2, and then we have 0. Then we have what? 2, then we have 6. Okay? So -1 relate with -2. And then 0 relate with 0, the second state. 1 relate with 2. 3 relate with 6. That's all. So this one we can call the figure what? Figure 3.3. It's a pictorial representation. Then you are done. That's the solution for part A of these questions. Relations is very important in most cases for the mid-term testing and also for the terminal exams. You will find so many questions, and you know that the continuous assessment has a great contribution in your life. So then another case or another, okay, just we have to go for B. Now you have an idea, so just let me follow what, where should we start? Let's follow the instructions, right? Because we're a teacher right now. Okay, so then the first step, tell me the first step you have to do it. You have to sketch, not even to draw, sketch the table 3.2 of 40 of x approaches to what? X squared. That's all. Right? So then to sketch the table, remember that this one, x approaches to x squared. This means that y is equal to x squared. Okay? So you have a table here. You have a table here. Right? And you have this guy, you have this guy, you have this guy. So this is x. Here we have y is equal to x squared. So here it is -1. If you square -1, -1 squared is equal to what? +1. So then you have 0. If you square 0, you get what? 0. Then you have what? 1. And then you have what? So this is 1, and this is 3. And this is what? 3. So we just substitute -1, we substitute here, we got +1. We take 0, we square 0, we get 0. We take 1, we square 1 square, 1 times 1 is equal to 1. And then we have what is 3 times 3 is equal to 9. So now this is what? Table, as we label there, it's called the table 3.2. After you finish that, you can pause the video and try these questions, and then you come back to check your solution. Then we go for the second step. The second step now, we say that the second step that you have to go, we say that we present data in table 3.2 in Pictorial. So now this is the easiest part for all my students in Pictorial, right? Data. In Pictorial, data. Okay? So then we have this pictorial representation. Okay? And then again we have this pictorial presentation. Okay. So here we have elements, which is -1, and then we have 0, we have 1, we have 3. This is set of A, this is set of B. So here we have 1, we have 0, we have 1, we have 9. Okay? And here we say there's a relation between this set and this set. So then -1 relating with 1. And then 0 relating with 0. And then 1 relating with 1, because we got 1 by substituting 1 into the equation. Then 3 relating with 9. Then that's the end of that solution. Okay. So you see how the pictorial representations is interesting. The concept is very interesting. It's very simple. Okay, you can enjoy it as long as you are living. So let me do the last example, and then I will leave the homework for you. Okay, so this will be example. If I'm not mistaken, this is example 6. Is it example 6? 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is 7. Okay, 7. List the ordered pairs belonging to the relations R. List the ordered pairs belonging to the relation to the relations R is equal to open curly bracket x, y, such that y is equal to 3x. Then here we have 6, right? We have a set of 40. 1 banana. And also here we have a set of 40 of 3 banana. Okay? Then here we have a set of 40 of 3 desks. 3 desks. And here we have a set of 6 desks. And then here we have a set of 5 oranges. 5 oranges against the set of 10 oranges. Again, we have a pair of 4 balls. This is concept question. There's a certain concept, that's why I have to teach you this question. Balls. Okay. Then from 9 balls. Okay, from 9 balls. We've been given that list the ordered pairs. List the ordered pairs belonging to the relation R, x, y, such that y is equal to 3x. What the names are? What the names of the way used to represent these relations? Its name is equation. We represent relations by using what equation. So these equations mean that if we triple the values of x, we get the value of y. Right? So if the value of x is 1, then the value of y will be equal to what? 3. So solution. So solution. So it means that solution, first of all, we say that the first state, we say that we say that list the given sets, sets in figures to see or to observe the relation now. Okay? So in figures. So what does it mean? Because if you list in figures, I know that I can solve that question by only one step, but you know, I'm teaching you. So it doesn't mean that the way I quickly understand, it means that even yourself you quickly understand. Others, they understand and believe after they see, just like Thomas, who said that I can't believe that the Lord Jesus is resurrected until I see him, mean that wounds of his hands, and I put my own finger, and then I put my own hands on his lungs. Okay. So let us see. We want to see. So then we have one banana. So one. So that's it of ordered pair. One banana, comma 3. Then the next one we have 3 desks. 3 desks, comma 6. Okay. And then we say that we have what? But I think that the best way we have to also just to make decision. 1, comma 3. So the question which you're being given first of all is y is equal to 3x. So let us extract some of the paired pair which obey this equation. The first pair is 1, comma 3. So let us test, right? So this is test. So it means that y, can we get the value of y here, right? Is 3 equal to what? To 3 times 1? Yeah. So 3 is equal to 3. Yeah. So this one means that it's a set. Because the question asks you that list the ordered pairs belonging to the relations. So this is fine. Then we go for another set of 40 ordered pair. Set of ordered pairs is what? 3 desks and 6 desks. 3, comma 6. Then the question you have to ask yourself, this is the value of y. Is 6 equal to what? 3 times 3? No. This is not equal because 6 is not equal to 9. So this is a great condition. Then we have what? Then we have again 5 oranges. You have to understand. 5 oranges and what? And 10 oranges. So the value of y is 10. So you have to check. Is 10 equal to 3 times 5? No. This is not equal. Because this 10 is not equal to 15. So this is your grade, right? So when I say that this is your grade, I mean that this one is not a set, belongs to relations R, and even this one. Again, we go for the next one. Okay, we have been given 4 balls, comma what? 4 balls, comma 9 balls. Comma 9 balls. So you have to check. Is 9 equal to 3 times 4? No. 9 is not equal to 12. So this also is your grade. Do you have any other? So how many do you have? 1, 2, 3, 4. And here we have what? 2x, 6x. So here we have again another set. 2x, and 6 what? Martin works. 2x and 6x. So it means that we have again another set which is 2, comma 6. And this, it means is 6 equal to 3 times 2. Yeah. So 6 is equal to 6. So then this one also agrees. So we have only 2 relations which belonging to the relation R of x, comma y, such that y is equal to 3x. And these relations belonging to this stuff are, so therefore, the what? The pairs belonging to relation R are firstly what? 2x. I just wrote the numbers because of the space, to manage the space. So 2x. The start is a 2x or 1 banana and 3 banana. So 2x, comma 6 what? Comma 6x. Right? And the what? And as I said, is one banana, comma 3. So this also is 6, comma 6 new x, comma 6x. So 1 banana, comma 3 banana. So this is the response for that question. That's example 47. Then, now, that is enough. The Lord said that is enough today, Olenjolai. Otherwise, I'm going to blast you. Welcome to the Form 3 education. And stay focused. Get prepared to enjoy the beauty of mathematics, basic mathematics and other subjects in Form 3, so that you have to be aware of what is going on in your mind. So let me check the homework for you. So this is the time for the homework theory, so that I can end this session. And this will be our example 8. Okay, example 8. And this example, I took it, you see, refer secondary basic mathematics, the book that I told you that you should have it in your hands for you to master basic mathematics from 3. Okay, page, first of before page, you say you have to refer exercise, because in the next sessions I'm going to solve this exercise 121. But let me introduce it to you. And this exercise 121, you have to go to the page number 8 of this book. The question, then you have to check question 9. Okay, so the question starts with sentence relating R. Denotes, let R denotes the set of all ordered pair. The set of all ordered pairs x, y of integers such that x minus y is equal to 3. Find the set of any 5 ordered pair. Find a set of any 5 ordered pairs. Any 5 ordered pairs belonging to this relation. Belonging to this relation. Let R donates the set of all ordered pairs x, y of the integers. You know integers from negative infinity to the positive infinity. So it means that all the integers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 20 of integers, such that x minus y is equal to what? 3. Not for every integers, but only integers that satisfy on this equation. Find the set of any 5 ordered pairs belonging to this relation. Find the set of any 5 ordered pair. You know the ordered pair comprises what? X, y. That the means of ordered pair. Okay, so that's the good news. So let me just show you this question for you to believe what am I telling you. Because I'm not a lying teacher. I'm always speaking the truth. Did you see it? So this here is the question. You can put it away. Okay. Okay, so I believe you have seen it. Okay, so this is the end of session 3, titled as a presentation of what titles as pictorial representations of a relation. In the next sessions, which will be session 4, I will be solving problems now regarding on relations, or the concept of relation that will be covered, because there is exercise 1 which comprises more than 10 questions. I'll be solving some of the questions to encourage every student to solve the remaining questions and master them and even understand them in such a way that it become simple for the students to grasp it. So I thank God who have created me in his own image and likeness. I thank God who have built the gift of teaching in my mind, in my heart, in my flesh. And I thank God who is with me, and I thank God who have given me this generational idea and even national and international teaching idea, because it owns the idea. And I thank God also who have given you a chance or an opportunity to join me. May I and you have to give all the glory and praise to God who lives forever, because He is the one who has been teaching you here. Myself, I'm just a donkey, right? I'm just a body, a flesh part. But my God who lives inside me is the one who has been teaching you. And that's why that He understood all your challenges that you have been asking yourself before introducing the concept. So I ask you to subscribe into our YouTube channels and then choose the options of all in the bell icons. It's just a process. If you have an email, official emails, and you sign in your official email, mean that it's just a task of 30 seconds, less than 30 seconds. For you, why should you subscribe? Yes, there are great reasons, there are very important reasons. Because, for example, in the normal classes, you have your Sierras, the class, maybe you have monitor, class monitor, who is communicating the message between the teacher or the staffs and what the staff and the students of the particular class. So also here our monitor is the YouTube community itself. This is the one of the monitor that will give you notifications once we upload a new video, right? Because we'll be trying our level best to add up at least one video in our YouTube channels that's called online. That's called Tanzania Online Ordinary Secondary School. So you can ask your question in the comment sections. Make sure to do this homework and submit your solutions also in the comment section. Keep enjoying the beauty of basic mathematics. Get prepared to change the world. Get prepared also to change on your own, and get prepared just to take your understandings of basic mathematics to the next level. May God bless you abundantly. I remind you again, in case you feel from your heart that you have understood actual confusing concept in your mind, it's better if you join your face now with your face to the living God. So you can offer your free willing thanksgiving. Just hold that telephone number 07597 745331, and the name is Olenjolain. In case you want to send your free willing thanksgivings, or you want just to offer God, there so you can click the descriptions below there, so that you can just be a part of this program, especially that on affording the running cost, because we are going to upload more than 400 videos in our YouTube channel. So even that we need so many resources. So may God bless you. Share these contents with your colleagues. Ask your questions. Read the comments has been wrote by other students, and then enjoy the beauty of basic mathematics for the rest of your life. This is Olenjolai, who loves you so much.